What did prehistoric humans do for fun before Netflix? Did they stare at a cave wall and whisper, "Wow, season 2 of the deer painting is taking forever"? Probably not. But the real answer is much more interesting than a bored caveman waiting for better cave content. When we imagine prehistoric humans, we usually picture survival, cold nights, hungry animals, sharp rocks, confused people holding wooden spears and hoping the plan works. Their world looks serious, dangerous, and full of things that could bite them, so it is easy to assume they had no time for fun. But that is the mistake. Prehistoric humans were not survival robots with messy hair. They were emotional, social, curious, dramatic creatures. Basically, they were us, but with fewer passwords and much stronger ankles. They needed food, they needed fire, they needed shelter, they needed tools. But they also needed laughter, rhythm, stories, games, beauty, and moments where the group could breathe. Because even in a dangerous world, the human brain does not only ask, "How do I stay alive?" It also asks, "Who is with me?" And sometimes, "Can I make everyone laugh by pretending this stick is a giant snake?" That may be where entertainment began. Not with a screen, not with a theater, not with a tiny button asking if you are still watching. It probably began around fire. Imagine a small group at night. The sky is huge, the land is dark, the fire is the only warm circle in a world full of unknown sounds. Someone adds wood, sparks rise, children sit close, adults listen. An elder points toward the darkness and begins telling a story about the hunt. At first, the story is useful. It explains where the herd moved. It warns people about a dangerous river crossing. It teaches children which animal tracks mean food and which animal tracks mean, "Please walk the other way." But then something changes. The storyteller makes a face. The group laughs. Someone exaggerates the animal until a normal deer becomes a monster deer with the attitude of a thunderstorm. Another person acts out the hunter falling into mud. A child gasps. An elder smiles because this story has been told many times before, but it still works. Now the story is not only information. It is performance, it is memory, it is entertainment, and it may have been one of the greatest inventions in human history. Before writing, stories were memory machines. A boring warning is easy to forget. But a funny story about Uncle Rockhead running from a boar with his spear upside down, that stays in the brain forever. The joke was not just a joke, the joke was a storage device. Stories help people remember food sources, family history, dangerous places, social rules, clever tricks, bad decisions, and embarrassing mistakes. And embarrassment is very educational, especially when the whole tribe remembers it. Then came music. Long before concert tickets, speakers, and people arguing about playlists, early humans made rhythm. They clapped. They stomped. They tapped wood and stone. Some ancient humans made flutes from bone. That means someone looked at a bone and did not only think, "Can this help me eat?" Someone thought, "Can this make the evening less awkward?" That is beautifully human. Music does something strange to us. It pulls separate bodies into one shared rhythm. Feet tap together, hands clap together. People breathe together. A group that moves in rhythm may feel more connected, more trusting, and less afraid. And for a small group trying to survive in a dangerous world, that feeling mattered. A tribe that can move together can hunt together. A group that can listen together can react together. A group that can dance together can feel like it belongs together. So music was fun. Yes, but it was also social glue. Picture a prehistoric campfire party. No disco ball, no speakers, no glowing wristbands, just hands clapping, feet stomping, a hollow log making a beat. And one extremely confident person who believes he has invented the greatest dance move in human history. Was it elegant? Maybe not. Was it meaningful? Absolutely. Because humans have always enjoyed performance. We like showing off. We like copying each other. We like laughing when someone tries too hard. Somewhere in the ancient past, there was probably one person who danced with total confidence while everyone else thought. Interesting choice. That person is part of our story too. Then there was art. Cave paintings are often treated like deep mysteries, and some probably were, but they were also visual experiences. Animals ran across stone, hands appeared on walls, lines, symbols, colors, and shapes turned dark caves into worlds of memory and imagination. A cave wall could become an ancient screen. Not a screen like ours glowing and asking for updates, a stone screen, quiet, cold, powerful. Imagine children watching painted animals by firelight. The flames flicker, shadows move. A still animal seems to run. The cave becomes a theater, the wall becomes a story. The group sits together, staring at images that make the invisible visible. Maybe some art taught hunting. Maybe some art was ritual. Maybe some art marked identity. Maybe some art was simply made because humans enjoy making things that did not have to exist. That is a huge clue. Survival explains why humans made sharp tools. But beauty explains something deeper. It shows that ancient humans were not only trying to stay alive, they were trying to make life mean something. And yes, prehistoric humans probably played games. Not video games, not board games with tiny plastic pieces, not a game where one cousin cheats and then says he is just using strategy. But play is much older than civilization. Children likely chased each other, wrestled, threw sticks, balanced on logs, copied adults, hid behind rocks, and turned serious skills into silly challenges. Young hunters could practice aim by tossing stones. Young gatherers could learn memory by exploring safe paths. Adults could compete in strength, speed, balance, accuracy, or bravery. Play is not the opposite of learning. Play is learning in a costume. A wolf pup wrestling is practicing survival. A child throwing a stick is practicing coordination. A group laughing over a challenge is building trust. When prehistoric humans played, they were training bodies, testing friendships, and teaching brains how the world works. But not all fun was gentle. Some fun was probably risky. Humans love testing limits. Who can climb higher? Who can jump farther? Who can lift the bigger rock? Who can hold the weird insect without making a panic face? Somewhere in prehistory, there was absolutely one person who said, with full confidence, watch this. And 1 second later, everyone learned an important lesson. That person may be the true ancestor of extreme sports. Prehistoric entertainment also included decoration. Beads, shells, feathers, pigments, carved objects, and body paint show that ancient humans cared about appearance and meaning. They did not wake up and think, I hope I look like a completely practical survival mammal today. They decorated. They signaled identity. They showed belonging. They showed status. They showed beauty. They may have flirted, competed, joked, impressed, and proudly walked around like the cave entrance was a runway. A necklace was not just a necklace. It could say, I belong to this group. It could say, I made something difficult. It could say, please notice that I look amazing for someone who slept next to smoke. Then there were rituals. From the outside, rituals can seem serious, but rituals often mix rhythm, movement, costumes, masks, stories, symbols, and emotion that is very close to theater. A ritual might prepare a hunt, celebrate success, explain death, welcome a season, calm fear, mark a child becoming an adult, or connect the group to forces they did not fully understand. For prehistoric humans, entertainment and meaning were probably not separate boxes. Modern people separate everything. This is work, this is school, this is entertainment, this is religion, this is exercise. This is the snack drawer that everyone pretends not to know about. Ancient life may have blended things together. A story could teach, a song could bond, a dance could celebrate, a painting could remember, a joke could reduce fear, a game could train skill, a ritual could turn chaos into order, and here is the twist. Entertainment may not have started because humans had too much free time. It may have started because life was hard. Fun was not extra. Fun helped humans survive being human. Think about the pressure of prehistoric life. Hunger could return. Weather could change. Predators could appear. Injuries could become serious. Conflict could break the group. Fire could go out. Children had to learn quickly. Adults had to cooperate. Fear had to be managed every day. A brain under constant stress needs release. Laughter lowers tension. Music calms the group. Play teaches without making learning feel heavy. Stories turn danger into memory. Art gives fear a shape. Ritual makes the unknown feel less random. Entertainment was emotional technology, no batteries required, and somehow we still use the same ancient system. We watch movies because stories still help us organize fear. Hope, danger, love, and surprise. We listen to music because rhythm still changes our mood. We play games because challenge still excites the learning brain. We wear fashion because identity still matters. We gather at weddings, concerts, sports events, festivals, and comedy shows because groups still need shared emotion. Even memes are ancient in spirit. A meme is just a tiny campfire joke wearing modern clothes. Instead of one hunter making a funny face near the fire, someone posts a confused cat online and millions of people instantly understand the feeling. Different tools, same brain. That is why prehistoric entertainment matters. It shows that humans were never just hunters, gatherers, toolmakers, and survivors. We were meaning makers. We were pattern finders. We were laughers, dancers, singers, players, painters, jokers, performers, and storytellers. The first entertainment was not a distraction from life. It was a way of holding life together. So the next time you binge a show, replay the same song, laugh at a ridiculous video, or spend too much time on a game that was supposed to last 10 minutes, remember this. Somewhere deep in your brain, an ancient campfire is still glowing. Your ancestors did not have Netflix, but they had stories, they had rhythm, they had art, they had games, they had jokes, they had each other. And maybe that was the original entertainment package. So what do you think? If prehistoric humans could see our modern entertainment today, would they think we became smarter or just much easier to distract?